Welcome to Madden 16 here for the Denver Broncos franchise mode we will be doing here on the channel. That is right, the team I have decided on is the Denver Broncos. And with the Broncos, why did I pick the Broncos? Well, biggest reason why, Peyton Manning is at their quarterback position, meaning at the end of one season, they will no longer have Peyton Manning, and the plan is to have Brock Osweiler. Did you know he's tall? He's 6'8". He is going to take over at quarterback to take over for Peyton Manning. So just lead that whole next step into the Denver Broncos franchise, basically. Just that is what we want to do on this channel, is see how the future of the Denver Broncos is going to happen, because, like I said, Manning is going to retire. Their offense is pretty good as it is right now. They could use a few upgrades here and there, definitely on the offensive line, definitely as, like, depth receivers. Defense is pretty set as of right now. It could do some upgrading at some positions, but as of right now, it's pretty set. And all in all, I just think it's a very interesting team to be, especially with the whole Peyton Manning thing. And to make it even more interesting, we are not going to have Gary Kubiak as the coach. The new coach is going to be Tony D'Amato from the movie Any Given Sunday. He was the coach for the Giants franchise I did, and now he's the coach for the Broncos franchise I'm doing. He's back. He had success in that Giants franchise, and now he's come out of retirement to be the head coach for the Denver Broncos. And like I said, as far as the roster goes, they're pretty much set at most positions. C.J. Anderson isn't exactly the best back. He could do some upgrading. Quarterback, like I said, Peyton Manning is going to retire after 1 year. He always does in this game. And then Brock Osweiler is going to take over as QB1. That's the plan. Receivers, you have Demaryius Thomas, you have Emmanuel Sanders, but then you've got, I believe, Benny Fowler and then Cody Lattimore. And neither of them exactly are any good. So there could definitely be some upgrading in the depth areas of receiver for the Broncos. Tight ends, no upgrades needed there. They have 3 guys over 80 overalls. Offensive line is really where the upgrading needs to be. Everywhere except for like one position needs to be upgraded severely. We have like a 61 overall guy starting at center. We have a right tackle who is like a guy I signed at a free agency who's like a 73 overall out of Army, I believe. His name's Alejandro Villanueva, if I remember correctly. He's 6'9" out of Army. That's pretty much the reason I signed him. And then on the defensive side of the ball, really the only upgrading on that side needs to be at defensive tackle, because every other position is pretty much set. But defensive tackle is like a 73 overall and like a 68 overall. So that definitely needs some upgrading. But besides that, they're pretty set at most positions, and really the main story of this is the quarterback position and what the Broncos can do. Can they get over that hump to winning a Super Bowl? Can they do it with Brock Osweiler? Or will they have to reach out and get somebody else after Manning retires? That is the story of this team. And before we play the Week 1 game, there were some trade offers for a backup outside linebacker on the team. I believe it is pronounced Shaquille Barrett. He's a 77 overall outside linebacker. He's a backup, like I said. And there was a bunch of teams offering trade offers, so I decided to go with what I thought was the most value, because I wanted to just trade him and get some value out of it, and that's a 3rd-round pick for this year's upcoming draft from the New York Jets. Figured the Jets would be very good, so why not get a pick from those guys? So now let's hop into the Week 1 game at home against the Baltimore Ravens. Good afternoon, football fans, and welcome to Sports Authority Field here at Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado, home of the Denver Broncos, as they will play host in this opening Week 1 at home against the Baltimore Ravens. First-year head coach Tony D'Amato will lead this Broncos team into battle here in the opening week against the Ravens, and he'll be taking on the veteran head coach of John Harbaugh across the way on the other sidelines. And here comes Peyton Manning out onto the field, the veteran quarterback out of Tennessee. He has spent many, many years in the NFL, and this is very likely his ending tour here in 2015-2016 as a quarterback of the Broncos. So on his own 21, from the shotgun handoff, Anderson, he gets nowhere on that handoff, and there's a flag on the play as well, as Anderson's taken down for a loss of 1. As there's going to be holding on the offensive line. So that's going to be a 20-yard loss, as it's going to be a 1st and 20 upcoming They're on their own 11. So 1st and 20, shotgun formation, 3 wide, 1 tight end. The snap, Manning drops back. Here comes the pressure. He's sacked, fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens in the end zone. Elvis Dumervil recovers it in the end zone, and that is not how the Broncos wanted to start out their season, as they are instantly down 7-0 after 2 plays, a holding and then a fumble into the end zone, recovered by the former Bronco of Elvis Dumervil. So now the Broncos are back on the field on their own 21, 3rd and 13. In the shotgun, Manning drops back, fires downfield, and he hooks up with Vernon Davis with a dime of a throw. As he crosses into Ravens territory, he's tackled at the 45-yard line, the 34-yard reception for Vernon Davis. 2nd and 4 now on their 39. Play action. Manning drops back, hooks up with Vernon Davis yet again with a beautiful pass. Fits it right over the linebacker. Vernon Davis comes down with it, gets it to bounds at the 24-yard line. So 3rd and 10 upcoming, shotgun formation. 3 wide, 1 in the backfield, 1 tight end. The snap, Manning, 3-step drop, hooks up with Anderson on the screen, breaks a tackle, kicks it out to the outside, but he's taken down about 2 yards short of the first down marker. Correction, 3 yards, 4th and 3 upcoming. They will send out the kicking team as McManus's kick is up and good. It's now a 7-3 ball game. Ravens still in the lead here early in the first quarter. So Ravens take over with the ball. Joe Flacco under center, taking the field for the first time in the season. On his own 20-I form, handoff, 4 set, kicks into the outside, left-hand side. He has running room, and he's finally tripped up by the feet by Aqib Talib after a gain of 21 yards on the first play of his season. So on their own 41 now, single back formation, handoff, 4 set, right side. He breaks 1 tackle, and he's tackled by TJ Ward and taken down, and there's an injury on the play, and it looks to be Justin Forsett. So we'll see what happened with him, but he will come out of this game, at least for now, as they will put in Lorenzo Taliaferro to take his place in the backfield. So 3rd and 2 upcoming for the Ravens. Single back formation. Handoff Taliaferro. He's up the middle for the first down and more. So he converts. He's into Broncos territory, taken down at their 42. On their own 27 now. I formation. Flacco. Handoff Taliaferro. Up the middle. He has a first down and more as he's taken down at the 12. He's inside the red zone, and the Ravens are set up looking good here. Broncos defense going to need to come up big on 3rd and 6 on the 8-yard line. Single back formation. 2-step drop from Flacco over the middle. It's batted down by Brandon Marshall, the middle linebacker, and that'll force a 4th and 6. So they'll send out the kicking team. Justin Tucker lined up. His kick is up, and it is good as the Ravens extend their lead to a 7-point lead. 10-3 over the Broncos. 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Broncos back on the field. Manning in the shotgun. Snap, play action, Anderson. He hits up with Vernon Davis. He has running room. He outruns 1 man, and there he goes. Vernon Davis to the house. The former San Francisco 49er, as Peyton Manning hooks up with him for the touchdown, and we're going to be tied at 10 after that one. 4 plays, 79 yards, and a mid-55 is all it took at the end of 1 quarter. It is going to be all tied up at 10 here, Broncos and Ravens. Welcome back to the second quarter here in Broncos-Ravens in Week 1. Ravens with the ball on their own 28, 3rd and 2. And the shotgun is Flacco, drop back, scanning the field, goes to the middle for Kamar Aiken. He has running room, no one in front of him. Can he outrun the defense? No, he cannot. He is tripped up by Aqib Talib at the 8-yard line, but a big catch and run from Kamar Aiken as he gets inside the red zone. An I formation now for the Ravens. Flacco, play action, Taliaferro. Flacco to the end zone. He has Chris Matthews, the former Super Bowl hero of the Seattle Seahawks, now a Baltimore Raven, catches his first touchdown as a Baltimore Raven, and they take a lead. 17-10 is the score. Ravens up over the Broncos. As now they will kick off to the Broncos. Tucker boots it into the end zone about 2 yards, 3 yards deep. Fielded by Hillman, he'll take it out. He kicks to the outside. He has nobody in front of him but the kicker. Can he outrun it? Here comes a man at the last second and pushes him out of bounds inside Ravens territory at the 42. As Ronnie Hillman gets some great field position for his team as Manning takes over 3rd and 5 on the 26. In the shotgun, snap. Over the middle, he has Demaryius Thomas on the slant route, and he's now inside the red zone as he's tackled at the 16-yard line. It's Demaryius Thomas. 1st and 10 now on the 16, 3 wide in the shotgun. Manning stands in the pocket, scans over the middle for Thomas once again. He's down at the 4 with back-to-back first downs, and they are even closer to the end zone now. So 2nd and goal on the 4, shotgun formation. Hands off to Anderson up the middle. He's in the end zone. C.J. Anderson, the man out of Cal, punches it in and ties the ball game up for the Broncos. It is now 17-7. 9 plays, 41 yards, 3 minutes, 56 seconds off the clock is what it takes. And now we'll pick things up later here in the second. 3:40 left. Ravens with the ball. 4 wide in the shotgun. Flacco scanning. Hooks up with Chris Matthews. A dime of a throw where only Matthews could catch it. And he comes down with it for the first down for Baltimore. Crosses into Broncos territory. 3rd and 9 now. Shotgun once again. Flacco in the pocket. Over the middle, he has Crockett Gilmore. That's his tight end. He's thrown down at the 15-yard line as he's inside the red zone for his team now as Baltimore is driving on Denver. Minute 33 left in the first half. Shotgun once again for the Ravens. The snap. Flacco in the pocket. No pressure. Here comes pressure the last second. Steps up, fires to the end zone. He has Chris Matthews as Joe Flacco connects up for the second touch of the day for him and the second touchdown of the day for Chris Matthews, as the Ravens take a 24-17 lead, as that'll be your halftime score. Ravens leading the Broncos here in Week 1. Welcome back to the second half here in Week 1. Broncos with the ball driving on the Ravens on the Ravens 44. 3rd and 7. Snap. Manning in the pocket. Here comes the pressure. Gets the pass off. That's Demaryius Thomas on his curl route. He has him wide open. That's a first down for the Broncos. And now they're on the 29-yard line for the Ravens. On the Ravens 29, correction. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Manning in the pocket, no pressure. He has Thomas on the curl route once again, sheds a tackler. He's taken down inside the 10-yard line, the 9 to be exact. So 1st and goal upcoming for the Broncos. 2nd and goal now on the 17. The snap, Manning in the pocket in the shotgun. To the corner of the end zone, he has Sanders. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. Tippy toes it. Touchdown, Emmanuel Sanders. And this game is back and forth, back and forth. It's tied up yet again at 24. But after a Ravens field goal, it's 27-24. And they'll be kicking off to the Broncos. To Ronnie Hillman as he takes this one up the gut. And he breaks free. He has no one in front of him. Can he outrun the special teams? He cannot, as he's dragged down inside the 20 by a Ravens player. But Ronnie Hillman, what a return. 2 great returns on the day for him. So 2nd and goal upcoming on the 1 for the Broncos. And that'll be a throw. It's picked off by Zadarius Smith. And Demaryius Thomas drags him down. But it is picked off by the Ravens as they are with the ball now. A 3rd down stop for the Broncos, and the Ravens will punt off to the Broncos now. As it's punted off, and Ronnie Hillman is set under it, catches it, and he takes off, jukes out one man, he has a few yards, jukes out another, and he's inside Ravens territory at the 38-yard line with 3 seconds left in the 3rd. And we'll pick things back up here at the start of the 4th quarter. 27-24, Ravens is the score. 4 wide for the Broncos in the shotgun. Manning drops back over on the crossing route is Latimer. That's about a 9-yard gain for the Broncos. And now later on in the drive, 3rd and 5 on the 22. Drop back from Manning. He has Sanders on a curl route, and he has a first down, extends it for a few yards, and he gets taken down at the 13-yard line. 9:55 left in the 4th. 3rd and 8 upcoming. Drop back from Manning. To the end zone for Sanders. He comes down with it, 2 feet in bounds. Touchdown, Manning to Sanders 2.0. Second touchdown for Sanders on the day. And the Denver Broncos take a 31-27 lead here early in the fourth quarter. 9 plays, 38 yards is all it takes for Manning to get his team in the end zone. And now with 3:21 left in the fourth, it's 34-27 after a field goal. And the Ravens have the ball. It's all up to Joe Flacco here. He rolls out to his right, avoids the pressure, and Taliaferro makes a catch over 2 Broncos defenders. A one-handed catch. How did he make that? So the Ravens are farther down the field now on their own 43. Single back, 3-step drop from Flacco. Hooks up with Pitta on the slant route, and he has a first down for himself, and he crosses into Denver territory. So 1st and 10 on the 45, now at the 2-minute warning for the Ravens. Empty backfield in the shotgun. Flacco looking. He has Gilmore as he's laid out as he catches, but he holds on to it. So 2nd and 5 upcoming on the 22 now. Less than 2 minutes left in the ball game. Flacco drops back to the end zone for Chris Matthews. He punches it in, and that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the day for Chris Matthews. And it's all tied up at 34 now with 1:28 left in the ball game. So they give Peyton Manning 1:28 and all his timeouts to work this clock. So in the shotgun over the middle, he has Latimer with the one-handed catch, and he's taken down at their own 49-yard line. What a catch by Latimer, and the Broncos are driving. 20 seconds left, 3rd and inches on the Ravens' 42. The drop back from Manning. Over the middle, he has Sanders, and he's taken down at the 29-yard line. They'll call a timeout and send out their kicking team with 9 seconds left. McManus's kick is up, and it is good as the Broncos have walked off here on a field goal from Brandon McManus. As your final score in this ball game is 37 Broncos, 34 Ravens, as the Denver Broncos improved to 1-0 in the season in Week 1, and the Ravens drop to 0-1. Tony D'Amato's coaching career with the Broncos starts out as a winning record. Peyton Manning on the day was 28 for 44, a 100.6 QBR, 341 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Demaryius Thomas had 8 receptions for 79 yards, no touchdowns. However, Emmanuel Sanders, 6 receptions, 67 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chris Matthews was one of the bright spots for the Ravens. He had 5 receptions, 75 yards for 3 touchdowns on the day. And Vernon Davis had some big yardage for the Broncos, 4 receptions, 109 yards with a touchdown. And with that being said, that'll wrap things up here for this Week 1 matchup. Don't forget to tune in next time here for Week 2 as the Broncos travel to Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium to take on the 0-1 Kansas City Chiefs. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.
2 times